channel. I'm Hawkinsimmer, and we're doing another speed build. And I started that sentence without taking a big deep breath, so I was already like dying halfway through it. You're welcome. Hi, how are you? Hope the world is treating you well. Anyway, so I'm building in Hinford-on-Bagley again for the first time in like 300 years. And I just wanted to do a little cottage starter home. Okay, I thought something was wrong with the footage, but I guess I just took a really long pause right here. So that's my bad. That's my bad. But I wanted to do a starter cottage. I've been trying to branch out, and I've been thinking about doing like starter homes in various styles. So doing like a cottage, a mid-century, a modern, a craftsman, doing starters, and then maybe bumping it up to like 50 to like 65K simoleons, and doing houses in different styles in that price range, and then bumping it up to like 100,000 simoleons. I tend to build really big houses with like a lot of interior detail, so they're tend to be a little bit expensive. Most of my houses are always over 100,000. I don't know how people like regularly make houses that aren't, unless they're intentionally doing that. I don't know how people do that. But this is just a little starter cottage. I think it turned out pretty cute. I'm building in Hinford-on-Bagley. I don't know, man. I was winging it. Honestly, I can't even remember how many bedrooms this has because I'm a terrible person and don't remember this build that I built literally like 3 days ago. But I wanted to have a little garage, and I thought since this one kind of has this like pathway in the back, like maybe that would be where like the driveway is. It's not, because I have those little like things that make sure that you can't drive your car through there. But in my mind, it is. So this garage is kind of on the back of the house. There are a couple of houses in our neighborhood that are like this, where the garage is on the back side. And I love that. I hate houses. I don't hate houses, but it's not my preferred style to have the garage on the front of the house. I just think garage doors are kind of ugly in general. So if they could be on the side or on the back, that'd be best. But in our neighborhood, like we live in a neighborhood with like city blocks kind of. And it's not like not a cul-de-sac. There are no cul-de-sacs in our neighborhood, but it is just like a grid. So like we don't really have the best neighborhood setup. Like the plots aren't big enough for that unless you don't want a backyard, and you have to be on a corner, because you technically like there are no houses that have a driveway on the back of them. Well, like from the back. Does that make sense? Am I making any sense, or am I just saying words? I'm probably just saying words, but I'm just saying that they're off to the side. You have to live on the corner, and then you don't have a yard at all, basically, and it's stupid. So people who do that, they must just not like want to mow the lawn or have dogs or something. But for us, we have to have a dog. We have to have a lawn for our dogs, and we don't live on a corner anyway. So I don't know why I'm telling you all this. I'm delirious. I've worked all day. I've been sick, and you know that if you follow me on Twitter, because I literally can't stop complaining about how gross I feel. And yeah, I don't know. I'm tired. I'm big tired. But yeah, I wanted to do some landscaping. It is difficult to do landscaping when you're on a budget, because the landscaping tends to be a little expensive, but I do use debug, so that definitely helps a lot. But some of my favorite things, like there isn't a debug option, but I tried to use as much debug as possible. I used a lot of debug trees, and then with this pack, there's that tree that has like the lights kind of wrapped around it, and you can get those lights separately in debug. So I used some of those, and I thought it ended up being really cute. And this lot is kind of like wider than it is deep. So you have to have like a side yard and not necessarily like a backyard. Is this an English thing? I know that this world was kind of based off of like UK English countryside settings. Is that like a UK thing, that you guys don't have like backyards? That's weird. I mean, definitely there are houses in the US that have side yards, but most people have like a backyard. I don't know. I know Americans like to take up a lot of space, like physically and like metaphorically. We enjoy taking up a lot of space, but I don't know. I think it's strange that like this isn't the only lot kind of like this. I don't know. I've never been to Europe. So I don't know how it works there. I don't know how things work there. Tell me if you're European or if you've been to the UK, like tell me some things. Is this how things are? I'm so sorry that you don't have like a personal yard, but you know, you have free healthcare and like your public transportation system is a lot better than ours. So you can probably just like hop on a bus or something and go to a park. And you can't do that here. There's literally, so I work for a quasi-government agency that like helps and assists 6 counties and 1 city. We have 21 towns and 6 cities. One of those cities has a bus system, and it only runs like 1 bus, and it's not very frequent. So, but I did go to college, and in my university we had a bus system. I love public transportation. I think it's so neat, and I think it's so bizarre that like rural America does not have access to it. I think that's something that like people who grew up in urbanized areas of the United States like don't understand about rural areas of the United States. This is so off topic. We're not talking about this build at all. And it's because I'm not excited about it because I was on a price limit. Anyway, something that like city libbas get wrong, like right now in the world, gas prices are super high. And it just kind of is what it is right now. Like, it's very unfortunate, but like, I don't know. It's nuanced. It's too much to talk about right now. But people have been like, oh, you're complaining about gas. Well, yeah, I have to go to work. And the only way I can go to work at my job that's a 30-minute, not a 30-minute drive. It's like a 17 to 20-minute drive. Yeah, there's no public transportation to get me there. Like, I have to take my car. And even my husband, whose job is only like a 7-minute drive, there's still no public transportation to get him there. And our neighborhood doesn't have sidewalks. We live in like a family neighborhood. Actually, the like uncertified name of our neighborhood is called the Holy Family Neighborhood. It's super Catholic over here, okay? We don't have sidewalks. Not a single street in our neighborhood has sidewalks. None. Like, and y'all want to chastise me for complaining about gas prices? Excuse you. I drive a sedan. And it cost me $66 to fill up today. Rude. I'm stressed out about it, okay? Who has $66 laying around? Ooh, and I don't really go anywhere, but dang. Anyway, I've talked through most of this build. A lot of this was me trying to, like, you know, figure out what I could get rid of, what I could keep, how much I could have. I was trying to be cost effective, but I also didn't want it to look empty. The bathroom is super boring. I was trying to get some wall art in here and absolutely didn't. I don't know what's happening. It's like midnight. I'm so sorry about the content of this build. I don't know what this voiceover was. I have half the mind to redo it, but honestly, I feel a little delirious, so I probably won't. I'm like swiveling. I'm so sorry. Now I'm shaking the table. High quality content. High quality content. I think that's all I could do. I don't think I ended up getting like anything else out here. Oh, I did swap that thing out and it gave me $200, which was awesome. It was debugged, so I needed a trash can, so I got myself a trash can. Oh, I sprang for the clothes rack and a couple of wreaths too. Like, that's the biggest thing, is your walls look so plain. I was okay with only having the one little couch in the living room. I think the living room actually looks all right, but it looked a little bit bare. But anyway, that's the end of the video. I've talked way too long. So sorry. Thank you so much for, watching, and I hope the world is treating you well. If you like this video, please give it a like, comment, subscribe. And if you don't, that's fine. It's cool. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.